Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark, sweat soaking through the floor. And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. Your fever dream, can't you see, getting closer? Just surrender, cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. It's the bleacher and the pulpit and your blind devotion. There's something breaking at the brink of every wall that's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you wanna go? Where it's covered in all the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night. Impossible comes true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show. We light it up, we won't come down, and the sun can't stop us now. Watching it come true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Washington, D.C., where it's your Shattuck St. Mary Sabres 19U squad taking on the Northwood School Huskies in a semi-final battle for the JWHL Challenge Cup. Your starting lineup for the Sabres: Rika Hitzel at center, Julie Jaboskova at right left wing, Claire Clifford right wing, and your blue liner is going to be Karame and Nemke. In the between the pipes, number 30, Max Sunderbrook. 17 minutes are on the clock to get this contest underway, and the Sabres are working from right to left if you're listening on the radio. Benches are just down below us as I'm on the crow's nest here, just to the right of the benches. Penalty boxes are on the far side. Coming inside the zone is going to be the Huskies firing a shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. No rebound given at 16:27 to go here in period number one. Sabres are wearing their home whites with maroon around the shoulder pads with a black outline around it, maroon and black around the armbands, waists, and socks. Your shells are black, helmets are black, gloves are black with maroon trim. It's Monaco on a draw. Won it back towards Wallner. Coming in is going to be Sergeant Schultz. Monaco to Schultz. Schultz back over to Wallner on the half wall. And it's going to be Maggie Wallner on the far side. Right back in the hands of Schultz. Schultz out to the point. Intercepted by the Huskies. Look to fire a shot. Is going to be major. Saved by Sunderbrook. Right across off the back of Sunderbrook. And we're going to get a goal here real quick. Let's see if we can catch the replay on the back end of this here. That's a bouncing puck. Coming in is going to be number 9, Major. Fires a bouncy puck, saved by Sunderbrook, kicked forward by number 96, St. Pierre, and she threw one in the back of the net. And it is 16-12 to go here in period number one. And the Sabres are down chasing with St. Pierre on the goal. Out there now, we gotta get that scoreboard changed up, folks. I hit 1-0 the wrong way. Wishful thinking. Your lineup out there now is going to be Watson along with Weaver and Gravy up front. It'll be DeBus and Vasily on D. Left wing corner. Gravy gets her pocket picked there by number 20, La Chapelle. And up out of his own, breaking behind the two defensemen is going to be number 96, St. Pierre. Shot and a save by Sunderbrook. Rebound to Vasily. Vasily to Weaver. Going to tip one forward. We're going to get an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. Face-off goes to the left wing circle to the right of Sunderbrook. 15:44 to go here in period number 1. And it's been Northwood so far. In the slot will be Clifford. Heatzel going to take your draw. Nemke on the half wall. Jaboskova and Karami in the slot off the end boards behind Sunderbrook. Picked up by the Huskies. And we're going to get a whistle. And face-off going to go outside the zone. Not sure what the call was, but face-off going to go outside the zone. Must have been in the crease. The net was not off. I didn't see any other violation there. So it'll be Heatzel on your draw against Albrecht. Jaboskova left winging it. Boy, number 18 tried to slash Jaboskova with a stick there. Kelly then is coming inside. Kelly going to get her pocket picked by JJ. JJ over to Cece. And it's going to be Clifford going far wide left here in front of Combe. Sends one in off of Jaboskova. In the left wing corner. Center out to Heatzel. Then knocked away by the Huskies. Going right back the other way here in front of us, in front of Karame. Coming inside is going to be Kelly. Hits the brakes. It's going to be sent right out of his own by Ava. Come off by the Huskies. Back across the blue line. They go offsides. Will be the call as Higgins entered the zone before the puck. And we'll get a face-off just outside the zone right in front of us at 15:10 to go here in the period. Your lineup out there now will be Stamp and Wallner flanking Monaco, Karame and Nemke on D. Monaco on your draw, wins it back to Karame. Karame to Nemke. Nemke up here to the near side for Stamp. Stamp's going to chip one in. It's Monaco on the forecheck. Coming all the way down to play it against Defoe Michaels. Over to the far side for Wallner. Wallner back in the corner for Monaco. Off of her in the left wing corner. It goes here to the near side for Wright. Wright going to push one over. Cut off by Stamp. Out to the point towards Karame. Cut off by Ava. Left wing hash marks. Karame goes to work down the left wing corner. Monaco has the net. Karame hits the brakes down the left wing corner right by the goal line. Here comes Monaco for support. Shoved off to the far side by Wright, or Lesperance. Out to the blue line it goes. Intercepted by McIntosh at center. McIntosh over to Karame. Karame going to fire one in. Wide left of Defoe Michaels. And it's picked up by Major. Major left to right on the far side. Pushing it out towards Stamp. Over here towards Gravy now. Pulling it back is going to be Wright. Cut off there, just inside the blue line is going to be Watson. Watson pushing, it's trying to muscle its way into the left wing corner. Husky's going to bash it out here towards Sergeant Schultz. Schultz at center, right between the two benches. Kicked inside the zone by the Huskies, picked up by Gravy, goes D to the far side for McIntosh. McIntosh up towards Sergeant Schultz, intercepted by the Huskies. In and out of the zone it goes, and the Huskies will have to tag back up as the loose change is picked up by McIntosh. McIntosh in her own zone, carries it wide left, does not like the zone exit there, and she has to throw far side for Weaver. It was going to be Gillis on the forecheck. Huskies fire one right back off the end boards towards Sunderbrook, and he picked up by McIntosh. McIntosh pinned in by Gillis. Coming in is going to be Watson on the defensive side of things, trying to drag it up the boards. Going to be Gillis down here in the right wing corner, met by McIntosh. Centering pass broken up there by the Sabres. Loose change collected by Weaver. Weaver to Watson, kicking it out of the zone. Back into the hands of number 4 at Erster. Erster going to carry one in front of Jaboskova. Jaboskova knocks it loose and picks it up in the left wing corner behind Sunderbrook. Makes a move to the outside, bounces it out to Weaver, going to slam one out of the zone, and it's back in the hands of the Huskies. Martin going to fire one into the left wing corner, wrapping around here to the near side for Vasily. Adds, right wing corner by the Zamdors, breaks it out to Heatzel. Heatzel poke check loose, put it back in the hands of Rika. On the far side for Cece, back to Rika. Entering the zone, right wing side. St. Pierre going to take down Heatzel. Rika drops it off for JJ. High slot for DeBus, fires a shot. Wide left, that was going to be Clifford that dropped it off there. JJ was in front of the net. Left point, Vasily throws one into the corner there, knocked down by La Chapelle, and going to be coming out of the zone. Here comes the Huskies. La Chapelle just across towards Vasily. Vasily poke checks it loose, picked up by Heatzel. Heatzel goes up face for Clifford. Clifford coming in wide left. Heatzel in support. They're trying to get it over to Rika. Rika back to Cece in the left wing corner. Bounced off the puck is going to be the Huskies. La Chapelle out to the point for Karame to Nemke. Nemke right side fires a shot. Shot blocked by the Huskies. McLean back in the right wing corner. It's going to be shoved out to the boards. McLean going to pick it up. Cece on the forecheck. Backing up is going to be Claire Clifford. Picking it up on the forecheck is going to be Jaboskova. La St. Pierre. St. Pierre pushes it on here to the far side for McLean. McLean backhands one here for La Chapelle in front of Satterstrom towards Nemke now. La Chapelle, left wing side, makes a move to the high slot. Backhand him off the stick of Karame here to the near side. Cut back is going to be Combe. Off the stick of Satterstrom. Right here in the right wing faceoff dot. Pushed forward by Madrid. Picked up here by the Huskies in the right wing corner. Kelly going to work on the half wall. Back in the corner for Combe. Not loose to left by number 11, Higgins. And it's going to be Nemke on the far side. In a board battle. Coming in is Satterstrom. Bottom of the left circle. Firing a shot is going to be number 18, Kelly. And it's rebound here to the near side by Satterstrom. Out towards Hale. Poke check loose high slot. Coming in to be firing a shot. Shot blocked by Karame into the hands of Nemke. Picked back up by the Huskies left wing corner. And they're going to be Huskies controlling an 11-32 on the far side. Elbrecht sends it into the corner for Higgins. Down low, picked up by Satterstrom. Reversing the ice to Nemke. Going to try to chip one out. No icing, they're going to say, as Holmes could have played it. Sabres get the much needed line change. Here comes Silliman along with Monaco and Wallner up front. Blue liners going to be McIntosh and Schultz. Out of the zone at center ice. Picked up by Monaco. Good poke check there good tie up there by McIntosh. Pass Wallner here to the near side. Here comes Wright, goes cross ice into the zone for McIntosh on the interception. Outside to Wallner. Wallner over to Silliman off her stick. Picked up here by the Huskies and going right back the other way. McIntosh harassed by number 5, Monette. Into the hands of Schultz. Schultz tries to bash one to Monaco. It's picked off by Wright. Monaco seals up the wall. Offers shin guards to Silliman. Silliman in the left wing corner it goes. And it's Monaco on the forecheck against Wright. Monaco forced her to go back to the near side. Major cuts back across cross-ice pass here on the far side for Pratt. Entering the zone off the M-board's left wing corner. Wraps around here to the near side for DeBus. DeBus battling out in front of the penalty, in front of the jam doors. Coming in is going to be Pratt. Picked up loose change by number 24, La Esperance. Poke check by Graby. Monaco stood up there. Poked out of the zone by Weaver. And it'll be collected by Pratt once again inside the Husky zone. Watson forces to go back towards the middle. And the Huskies, or Sabres, take it away. Behind the net of Sunderbrook. DeBus sends it over here to the near side. 10:06 to go. And it's going to be Vasily. Little saucer pass to Graby. Graby going to bounce one up to Weaver. Icing is going to be the call as that was a little too hot to handle and fired all the way down. At 9:59 to go here in period number 1. We're going to bring that one all the way back. Face-off going to go right in front of us, folks. Just to the left of Sunderbrook in the right wing circle. It'll be Heitzel on your draw. Karame right on the half wall there. Jaboskova in the slot along with Clifford and Nemke. Nemke left wing corner. Far side for Clifford. Clifford trying to use Bob out from the penalty boxes. Collects the loose change, sends it over to Heitzel here to the near side. Jaboskova dropping it off as Heitzel to JJ. JJ left side fires one back for the slot. Broken up by the Huskies, sliding it out of the zone. And it'll be picked up by the Sabres. Nemke in front of her own blue line. Madigan goes back up the middle on the far side now. Heads it into the zone. No icing. Off the stick of Heitzel, they say. Tifo Michaels plays it on the far side. Just out of the reaching hands of Clifford into the hands of Wright. Wright tied up there by Clifford. Monaco sends it over to Jaboskova. Jaboskova at center. Chips one in, backhanded Jalmerson style. It's Monaco on the forecheck. Monaco, left wing corner, hangs onto it, taken down on the Karame is going to be stamped, bouncing it out here to the blue line for Wallner, who's going to fire one all the way into the right wing corner. Sabres tag back up. Coming in is going to be stamped on the forecheck. La Chapelle over here to the near side. Watson makes her way on the ice, dumped in by number 37, Martin, into the right wing corner here near side for Sergeant Schultz. Schultz, strong side pass to Stamp. Kept in here by the St. Pierre. Kick forward by Watson. Poke check by McIntosh, and out of the zone it goes. The Huskies are going to have to regroup. Pulling it back inside their own zone. Wallner comes in. Off the shin guards of Wallner. Watson has the net. Wallner down low. Fires one. Watson off her stick, redirected to the far corner. And it's picked up here by St. Pierre, who's cut off by Mackenzie Graby. Graby tried to get it inside the zone. The bus collects it. Vasily back to the bus now. And it's going to be over here to Graby. Graby touches one out to Weaver. Weaver tries to slam one in. It's intercepted by St. Pierre, going right back to the way. Broken up, and we're going to get an offsides and a whistle at 8:18, which I actually didn't think that should have been offsides, considering it was off Northwood's stick and inside the zone. But, you know, I'm biased. Your lineup out there now is going to be Hale along with Satterstrom and Silliman from left to right up front. DeBus and Vasily on D. Face off to Hale. Hale to Vasily at center, who's going to rip one in, wrapping around towards the net of Tifo Michaels. Tifo Michaels plays to the far side for Major. Met by Satterstrom, sealing up the wall as Silliman fires a shot. Tifo Michaels makes the save. No rebound, Kevin, as the shot came from the right wing half wall. 8:05 to go here in period number 1. Your lineup now will stay the same. DeBus and Vasily on right to left on D. Sanderstrom on your draw. Sullivan on the half wall. Hale in the slot. Sent back behind the net. Husky's going to wrap around here to the near side. Here they come trying to headman it over. Poke check loose by Sullivan. Loose change muscle towards the blue line. Kicked right back out by Sanderstrom. Headman it over to Major on the far side. Major fires a shot wide left of Sunderbrook. Rebound off the end boards here to the near side. Cut off by Hale. The number 11, Hagen's going to work. Centering pass, Kelly broken up by Sanderstrom. Into the hands of the Sabres, Kaya Hale. Hale flips one out of the zone. Picked up by right of the Huskies, going far side for Major. Major trying to push one in the zone towards Hagen. And she slams one in towards Sunderbrook, who's going to direct it back in the left wing corner. Elbrecht sends it to the point for Major. Major fires a shot, saved by Sunderbrook. No rebound given as Kelly was looking for the second look opportunity. But Nemke does a nice job of tying up the stick in front of the net at 7:25 to go here in period number 1. Your lineup out there now will be Heitzel on your draw, Clifford and Jaboskova in the slot. Nemke and Karami, your defender, is going to be Jaboskova, makes a move around number 15, Barton. And it's going to be JJ, bottom of the right circle, puck protection. Sends one looking for Clifford to the high slide to Heitzel. To Nemke, fired a shot, saved by Tifo Michaels. And we'll get a whistle as the Sabres with the good rush there at 7:13 to go here in the period. Face-off goes to the left wing circle. Karame creeping in the top of that left wing circle. Jaboskova on the left wing half wall. Clifford in the slot. Nemke playing safety right side. Wrapping it around to the far side is going to be Barton. Knocked off the puck. Madigan stuffs it, but it's going to be headman here in front of Karame. Drops it off for number 24, Las Barats. Picked it up is going to be Heitzel. Kicks it to herself out to Clifford. Going to be right at the blue line. She's going to pull it back inside the zone. Saucer pass out to Karame. Karame cuts around Las Barats. Into the zone she goes. Top of the right circle. Clifford covering D, now goes into the right wing corner. Karame sits over to Jaboskova, high slot. She comes in, fires a shot. Saved by Tifo Michaels. Piling up right in front of the blue paint there. Taken down is going to be Heitzel, or Clifford rather. And it's going to be fired forwarded by Karame, blocked by the Huskies. And it'll be Karame goes over to McIntosh. McIntosh all the way towards Clifford. Is going to slide past Claire. We're going to get nice and we're going to bring that one all the way back. 6:26 to go here in the period. Face-off going to go to the right of Sunderbrook in the left wing circle. The Sabres complete the line change. It'll be Monaco on your draw. Stamp and Wallner in the slot with Sergeant Schultz. McIntosh on the half wall. Monaco going to take the draw against Martin. Monaco wins it into the corner. McIntosh coming in, tied up. Monaco's going to tie up Martin. Puck slides over to the right wing corner. Schultz gets the inside position. Monaco going to put Martin on the wall. Right wing for left wing corner battle. Monaco pops it loose. Back behind the net. McIntosh fires one just wide right of the net. Is going to be the Huskies trying to pop it free. Stamp coming down. Sergeant Schultz going to join the fray along with Monaco. Monaco going to pick it up here. Ships it over to McIntosh as the Huskies kind of backed off it. I don't know if they knew Sophia had it or not. McIntosh hands one out of the zone to Wallner. Wallner 3-on-2 with Stamp and McIntosh. Offsides is going to be the call. As one of the Sabres entered the zone before Wallner did with the puck. At 5:54 to go here in the period. Face-off going to go just outside the zone, right in front of the penalty boxes. Gravy, Watson, and Weaver up front. Adds in DeBus on D. Watson on your draw, wins it back to Weaver. Weaver to DeBus, in between her legs, going to be picked up here by number 8. McLean makes a move around, looks to fire the backhand shot, saved by Sunderbrook. No goalie blew the whistle first, folks. They were slapping at it before anybody got to him. He had already blown the whistle. I will say this, Sabres better get in front of them, stop them from getting the second looks. Your lineup, and we're going to get a conversation by the referees to the coaching staff of the Huskies. He wants to know why it wasn't a goal, and he said, I blew the whistle before the puck went in the net. Back here to the right wing circle, to the left of Sunderbrook. Watson on your draw. Vasily on the half wall. Picked up by Vasily, throws it off the end boards of DeBus. DeBus far side, hits Weaver. Weaver across the Sabre line. Cross ice here to Gravy. Picked up here by Wright. Going right back across into the hands of Weaver. Weaver, toe drag out to the far side, cut off by St. Pierre. Major going to fire one forward. La Chapelle, bodied off by Watson. Fired forward by DeBus. Puck's going to slide in the zone. And it's going to be Vasily in a foot race. Picked up by St. Pierre. Vasily going to put St. Pierre into the wall and muscles it over here to the right wing corner. Coming in is going to be home, McLean. McLean along the right wing half wall. Sealing up is Vasily. Tripping her up, falling down. Going to try to draw the call is going to be McLean. That puck's going to go down. It's going to be Weaver on the forecheck against Wright. Wright going to curl back up the strong side. Goes cross ice. Intercepted by Madigan Nemke. Inside the zone. Kicked out past Hagens. And fired down by Weaver as she crossed center. Touched up by Tifo Michaels. Hale on the forecheck along with Satterstrom here to the near side. Karame patrolling left point. St. Pierre just in front of Karame. Hale on the offensive side of it. Pulling it back is going to be the Huskies, and they break it out to the far side. Pass Silliman right here in front of us. Kelly pulling it inside the zone against Karame. Dragging it up the top of the right circle. Drops it off to number 14, Elbrecht. Elbrecht right to left behind Sunderbrook now. Left wing Hashmark cycles it back into the corner for Hagens. Hagens going to come back behind the net and sends it over here to the near side. Karame in front of the Zam doors. Karame slams one off the inboards. Puck trickles over to the far side for Nemke. Nemke to Silliman. Silliman sends one forward. It's going to be Sanderson pushing up the ice. Madrid going to work. Cut off there by Elbrecht. Dropping it back for number 28, I think that is. 26, Griffiths should say. No icing as the Sabres went for the line change. Schultz behind the net. Wraps it around the far side. Dug out of the boards by Clifford. CC sauces one in the air. Glove down by hand pass will be the call as Monette gloved it down, but then it was touched touched by Hagens before Monette got her stick back on it. So hand pass will be the call. Face off just outside the zone at 3:57 to go here in the period. Heatzel on your draw. Jaboskova and Clifford flanking left and right. Face off won by the Huskies. It'll be Schultz and McIntosh on D. Sent behind the net, wrapping around the left wing corner. McIntosh going to put one of the Huskies in the wall. Broken up there by McIntosh out to the point. Coming over is going to be firing a shot wide right of Sunderbrook. Rebound off the inboards here to the near side for Griffiths. Griffiths, poke check by Schultz. Picked up here by Erster in the right wing corner, met by Schultz. Schultz going to muscle off the puck. Back in the hands of Erster. Trying to cycle play. Heatzel grabs it over. Erster cuts back, sends it into the corner down low for Pratt. Pratt cut off by Schultz. Here to the near side, it's Heatzel on the battle now. 2-on-2 battle along with Gillis and Pratt. Schultz and Heatzel, and Sergeant Schultz's mask came loose. High slot, LaChapelle coming in. Heatzel gets a piece of it and slows it up. Schultz coming in. She bodies it loose here in the hands of Heatzel, and it's going to be Rika pushing it up the ice. Goes far side for McIntosh. McIntosh one hands up to Clifford. Offsides will be the call as Claire went in the zone and did not have possession of the puck at 2:59 to go here in the period. Schultz had to fix her mask there as it popped off during that play. 2:59 to go. Face-off goes just outside the zone. It'll be Wallander, Monaco, and Stamp up front. Face-off won by the Huskies. It'll be Vasily and DeVos on D. LaChapelle going to make a move around. Vasily coming in as Stamp. Popped it free in front of that. Blocked by Monaco. Monaco here near side. Left wing Hatchbridge. Hits Wallander at center. Wallander pushing up the ice. She's got 3 on her. Going to send an area pass into the right wing corner. It's going to be Monaco and Wallander on the forecheck now. D-to-D pass here to the near side. Dug out of the boards by LaChapelle. Goes cross ice. Blocked by Stamp. Stamp sends one towards the net. Into the hands of the Huskies, number 7, Holmes, firing one all the way down. If it gets there, it'll be an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 2:27 to go here in the period. Face-off going to go all the way down into the right wing circle in the offensive zone for the Sabres. It'll be Weaver, Watson, and Gravy up front. Adds Vasily and Eloise DeBus on D. Face-off in the right wing circle. Weaver in the slot. Gravy top of that right circle along the board side. Watson on your draw. Referee giving some last-second instructions for Watson and Elbrecht. And the Huskies slam it over here to the near side. Dug out of the boards by Kelly. Trying to touch it forward in a 3-on-2. Here they come inside the zone. Cutting back. Cross-ice pass for Major against Sunderbrook. Fire shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. Rebound here to the near side. Coming in is Wright. Wright going to get slammed on the wall by Gravy. Centering pass up front, tied up by Weaver. Nice back check by Weaver. It's going to be Vasily over to Gravy. Gravy's got 2 to beat. She's got speed on him. Left wing side, forehand, fires a shot over the crossbar into the inboard glass. Gravy gets pinned in by Major. Sliding it over here to the near side for Wright is going to be the Huskies. Pushing it up to Kelly. Backing up is Karame, Nemke, and Watson. Kelly carries it in just across the wheel, looking for the drop pass. Not cut off, but she throws it behind the net into the hands of Nemke. Nemke at $1.46. Pushes up the boards here to Gravy. Gravy back down by the Zamdors. In the behind the net of Sunderbuck for Karame. Karame curls back around behind Kelly, making her miss. Karame pushing it up far side, plenty of time and space. She's got Gravy bashing. Cut off by the Huskies. Karame still hanging on to it now. Sauces it into the right wing corner, looking for Watson. High slot, high point for Nemke, came crashing in on the pinch. Puck slides behind the net Karame and Nemke both playing down low. No defenseman, no true defenseman out there. Out to the near side. Stamp comes in, pops it free for Wallander. Monaco makes her way on the ice. She covers D. Now she rushes into the corner. Karame pinches hard. Out to the high half wall. Knocked out of the zone by the Huskies. It's going to be Stamp in a foot race here to the far side. Dropping it off high. Left circle comes in. Monaco fires. Shot over the crossbar. It's going to be the Huskies. Picked up by Griffiths. Shot blocked by Monaco. Monaco going to pick it up right in front of us. Cuts back here. Top of the right circle. Goes cross ice. Over to Stamp on the far side. In front of the penalty boxes. Chips it into the right wing corner. Griffiths makes a move around Wallner. Here they're coming. In 3-on-3. Heitzel comes over. Forces Griffiths here to the near side. Popped it loose. Picked up here by Rika. Rika going against Barton. Makes a move left. She's got Wallner head of the net. Griffiths with the Barton with a good stick, but Rika collects loose change, hits Jaboskova. Jaboskova, high slide on the backhand. Fires a shot. Saved by Tifo Michaels. Rebound on the left wing corner for Rika. Rika fates the slam shot, and it goes behind the net for Jaboskova here in the right wing corner. Back to Heitzel. Heitzel, bottom of the right circle, right face off dot. Drops it off for JJ. JJ fires with a cross. Looking for Clifford on the back door on the left wing side. Cece going to get put into the wall here. Heat's on the defensive side of it. Breaking it out is going to be the Huskies. At center, backhands one past Sergeant Schultz with 12 seconds to go. Picked up by McIntosh, who cuts in front of Sunderbrook. Bounces it off to Rika at center. Intercepted by St. Pierre. Makes a move around McIntosh. We're going to get offsides and a whistle at 2.1 seconds to go here in period number 1. And we'll get a face-off just outside the zone, right in front of the penalty boxes, outside of Sabre territory. It'll be Heitzel on your draw, flanked by Jaboskova and Clifford. Schultz and McIntosh on D. Rika versus St. Pierre on the draw. And that sound is the end of the first period. At the end of 1, it's the Huskies 1 and the Sabres 0 as we head to our first intermission. This first intermission brought to you by... Let's get to it, folks. Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey. Fireball. Ignite the night. At least that's what it says on a bottle anyway. Enjoy the intermission, folks. Welcome back, folks, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Let's get ready for some second period hockey. You're starting a lineup here for period number 2. Clifford, Heitzel, and Jaboskova up front. Blue liners going to be Karame and Nemke. Off the draw, inside the zone, LaChapelle going to fire one. Sunderbrook has the net. 17 minutes are on the clock, and the Sabres are working from left to right if you're listening on the radio. Nemke over here to Clifford. Inside the zone it goes. Clifford against Major. Major off the inboards far side. Over to LaChapelle. Coming in is Heitzel. Off her stick. Bouncing out of the zone. Into the hands of Nemke. Nemke in front of her own blue line. Slams it over here to the near side. Picked up by the Huskies. Major. Major walks it in. Inside a high slot. St. Pierre fires a shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. Windmill save as it popped up in the midair. Sunderbrook flashing the leather there at 16:29 to go here in period number 2. Sabres go for the line change. Headed out there now will be Wallander. Stamp and Monaco up front. McIntosh and Schultz on D with Wallander, then Schultz and Stamp in the slot. McIntosh on the half wall. Monaco on your draw. Face off by Sophia down low for Schultz. Schultz breaks it out to Wallander. Wallander far side. Cross ice looking to hit Stamp, and it was thrown right into the back of Monaco and Kelly. Loose change collected by Schultz as it re-enters the Sabre zone. Stamp on the far side now, popped it up in the air, bouncing puck towards Griffith. Swing on it by Wallner. Wallner backhands one into the corner. Monaco coming in with speed against Tifo Michaels, forcing to throw it over here to the near side. Monaco gets on it, right wing Hasbecks now. Stamp pops it up in the air, picked up here by Las Baras. Poke check loose here into the hands of Stamp. Sabres touch back up, throws one forward off the skates of Griffiths, who blows a tire. Kelly collects it. Monaco cuts her off, puts her into the wall. Picked up here by Vasily to Weaver. Weaver sends one in towards Tifo Michaels, who plays it quick. Going to drop it off behind the net. Griffiths going right to left on the far side now. Going to throw it over the head of Weaver with a Gorbatenko flip. Glove down by Watson. Pushed forward by Kelly on the far side. Right wing Hasbecks firing a shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. Another one-timer. Saved by Sunderbrook once again in the left wing corner. Put it in the wall. Watson going to pop it loose off the Huskies. Drags it forward to Weaver. It's 3-on-2 the other way. Weaver over to Graby. Graby in front of Griffiths. Splits the D. Right wing side backhand. Comes across forehand. Fires shot. Saved by Tifo Michaels. Back to Graby. Graby over to Watson. Watson trying to get it to Weaver off the stick of Erster, and out of the zone it goes. Sabres going to regroup. Karame curls around Erster. Backhands it towards Watson. Intercepted by Griffiths. Karame comes in. Corrals a loose chain. Chips it into the corner. It's Cinnamon Weaver on the forecheck. Picked up by Tifo Michaels. Going to ramp one over here to the near side for Barton. Barton going to get chopped it loose off the stick of Weaver. Out of the zone it goes. Thrown right back to the way for Nemke. Coming in is going to be the Huskies. Thrown into the left wing corner. And it'll be picked up by Karame. Karame here to the near side. Intercepted here on the half wall by the Huskies. Coming back as Weaver on the back check. Poke check forward by Watson. Watson trying to drag it out to Jaboskova. She does at center. JJ sends one into the right wing corner. Here down low, picked up by the Huskies. Coleman slams one out to the far side for Erster. Towards Heitzel. Heitzel blocks it and picks it the loose change. Pushes one right back in for Jaboskova. Cut back around Combe. Combe to Heitzel. Left wing side. Comes in. Fires one forward looking for Clipper. We're going to get a power play out of this one. Not sure what the call is going to be, if it's going to be a slash or a hook. It is a hook at 14:19 to go here in the period. The Sabres have their first power play of the game as Martin heads to the sin bin here at 14:19. Hooking is the call in period number 2. This power play brought to you by Bubby's Beef and Red Hots in Elk Grove Village, Illinois. Bubby's Beef and Red Hots. The best fresh cut fries this side of the Splains River. Stop in and see Andy. Tell him I said hi, folks. Wallner from the slot. Trying to head it towards Heitzel. Popped out of the zone by La Chapelle. And Nemke going to go get it all the way down in Sabre territory. Behind the net of Sunderbrook, looking to set things up. Nemke drops it off for Heitzel. Heitzel right wing circle coming out. Heading up the middle now in front of La Chapelle. Sends it over here to Nemke. Nemke met by St. Pierre, throws one in deep. It'll be picked up by the Huskies Major and Wallner and Clifford on the forecheck. Chip past Jaboskova. Going to fire one down. Intercepted by Heitzel right at center. It's going to be Heitzel carrying one into the high slot. She's tripped up there. And we're going to get a 5-on-3 as soon as it's touched up by the Huskies. Going to the sin bin will be St. Pierre at 13:32. St. Pierre headed to the sin bin for hooking. That's 2 hooking penalties. And timeout is being called. And the referee having words with the coach from the Huskies. I believe the timeout is being called by the Sabres. I didn't see the indication, but at 13:32, we got ourselves a minute 14 of 5-on-3. This timeout brought to you by Tomatoes Bakery and Subs in Chicago, Illinois on Grand Avenue in May. Tomatoes Bakery and Subs. Our bread, your butter. Stop in and see Rosanna. Tell her I said hi, folks. Get yourself a loaf of Italian bread, a sub sandwich, sfogliatelle, some Sicilian pizza, some Italian cookies. Everything's good there, folks. Enjoy the timeout. Welcome back, folks. Coming out of the timeout. It's Wallner on your draw. Cece goes to the half wall. Jaboskova in the slot. Heitzel creeping in top of that left wing circle. Elbrecht against Wallner on the draw. Nemke High right point, face-off won by the Huskies, but out to the point for Heitzel. Heitzel over to Nemke. Nemke walking it in, back to Heitzel. Heitzel over to Nemke. Between her legs over here to the near side. Backing up is going to be Barton. Down in the corner for JJ. JJ in front of the Zamdors now, patiently waiting. 58 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. Over to Heitzel, high point. Back to Nemke. Nemke coming in. Fires one across, looking for Cece on the back door. Broken up by Griffiths. Coming in is going to be number 14. Albrecht trying to kick one out. Back in the neutral zone for Clifford. It's going to be JJ alone. 3-on-1. Clifford holds the net. Drops up for Wallner. Wallner comes in. First shot. That's going to be a Sabres goal! Let's check the replay, folks. Here it is. The Boston play at center. Picked up by JJ. JJ going to drop it off for Wallner. Wallner curls and fires one over the glove of Tifo Michaels at 12:55 to go here in the period. Wallander from JJ on the power play here in period number 2 at 12:55. And we are still on the one-man advantage as we make our way back out to center ice. It's JJ and Clifford up front. Wallander on your draw. Nemke and Heitzel playing deep. It's 5-on-4 for a $122 now as Pratt is able to rejoin society. Make that Martin. It's going to be the Huskies off the draw. Major going to fire one off the face mask of Gillis all the way down in the left wing corner for Heitzel. Rika behind Sunderbrook on the far side, now coming up right wing circle towards Sabre line. Into the hands of JJ. JJ trying to split the D, makes a move towards the middle. JJ curling around, setting up shop on the left wing half wall, breaks it out to Heitzel at the point, sends it over to Nemke right in front of us. Nemke cross ice for Jaboski, a high slot, fires a shot off the stick, save, pad save by Tifo Michaels, picked up by the Huskies, thrown out of the zone by Gillis, and it's collected by Heitzel back at center. Heitzel left wing side, right wing side, all the way, or far side I should say, this is the neutral zone. Over to Monaco. Monaco going to be here at the blue line, pushing it up to Nemke. Nemke met by 2. Back in the hands of Monaco. Monaco over to the far side for Heitzel. Heitzel coming across center now along with Clifford and Monaco. Rika, left wing hash marks, hits the brakes against right. Rika hanging on it, looking to set up shot. Monaco in front of the net. Heitzel over here to Watson. Met by 14 Albrecht. Behind Monaco, wrapping around to the far side for Gravy. Gravy, left wing hash marks now. Pushing it out to the far side, and it's going to be the Huskies going the other way. Gillis coming out. Watson on the back check. Thrown into the hands of Karame. Karame gloved one out down by Gravy inside her own zone. Gravy pushing it up the ice, goes cross ice for Watson. Watson across the blue line, top of the left circle. Left wing corner she goes, knocked down by right. 2 seconds to go. Watson hangs on to it, hits Gravy. We're even strength, folks. Out to the left side here for DeBus. DeBus going to send one back towards Monaco, towards Watson, saved by Tifo Michaels. As it was going to be a redirect there by Watson, saved by Tifo Michaels at 11:25 to go here in period number 2. Challenging it is to move the camera up and down. Left and right is one thing. Up and down and try to get rid of a graphic at the same time, folks, let me tell you, that one's tough. It's going to be Stamp on your draw, flanked by Sanderstrom and Silliman. Stamp wins it cleanly back to DeBus. DeBus to Karame. Karame back to DeBus. DeBus goes cross ice off the stick of Sanderstrom. Left wing corner picked up by the Huskies. Wrapping around here to the near side. Met by DeBus right on boards. Silliman comes in, fires one off the end boards behind Tifo Michaels on the far side for Barton. Barton out past Sanderstrom. Off the stick of Karame. Picked up here by Hagens in front. Hagens coming in. Saved by Sunderbrook. Off the back of the net. We're going to get a penalty on the Sabres. Interference, penalty shot's going to be the call. Hooking and a penalty shot. They must have said she had a clear cut breakaway. Hooking will be the call. I believe it is on DeBus. Not sure who they're actually calling it on, but at 10:59, it'll be a penalty shot. It'll be taken by number 11, Hagens. And here comes Hagens at center. Picking it up, carries it wide right. Top of the right wing circle, heads towards the middle now. Right wing hash mark coming across. Saved by Sunderbrook! 10:59. No time came off the clock to begin with. I don't know why I said the time, folks. But let me tell you, what a save by Max Sunderbrook. Stuffing Hagens. And the penalty comes off the board. Not sure who they gave it to, whether it was DeBus. I think we're going to call, we'll just say it was Eloise. Not trying to pick on her or anything. Out there now is going to be Pietzel on your draw. Clifford and Jaboskova along with Karame and Nemke. Saved by Sunderbrook, but it's going to be popped in there right in front by Northwood as the puck slid just to the right post. And it'll be stuffed in by number 8, McLean, at 10:52. And it's 2-1, folks. Face-off back out to center ice. JJ and CC flank Enrica. Karame and Nemke on D. St. Pierre to JJ, though. JJ walking in, fires a shot. Blocked by the Huskies, picked back up by Jaboskova. Fires one out to the point for Nemke. Nemke off the shin guards of Jaboskova, picked up by Heitzel. Heitzel back to JJ. JJ left side, fires a shot. Glove saved by Tifo Michaels as JJ tried the changeup. But Tifo Michaels able to snatch it out of midair at 10:37. Defensive change coming up for the Huskies. Wright and Major make their way out onto the ice. Heitzel versus St. Pierre on the draw. Left wing circle face-off. One by St. Pierre to Wright. Coming in is Clifford. High up off the glass. Puck's going to go all the way down. That'll be an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. Face-off to the left wing circle. To the right of Tifo Michaels. Rika on your draw once again with JJ on the half wall, Clifford in the slot, Nemke and Karame right to left on D. Rika wins it back cleanly to Aiva. Karame tried to get it over to Clifford, intercepted by La Chapelle and sent down. McLean coming in, Sunderbrook comes out of the net to play it. All the way out of the blue line it goes. Offsides will be the call as La Chapelle tried to drag one in and hold it up, but Clifford got a piece of it, knocked it in the zone, and La Chapelle touched it up as McLean was well inside the zone. Out there now, for the Sabres will be Watson on your draw, Graby and Weaver, left and right wing. DeBus and Vasily on D. Watson tied up. Weaver sends it back to DeBus to Vasily. Vasily far side for Graby. Graby bounces one around right. Into the right wing corner. Graby with the inside position. Icing will be the call. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. I think Graby thought she was across center. I actually don't know where she was. Should have hit the replay on that one. It'll be Watson going to take your face-off. Vasily heads over to the half wall. Graby then DeBus and Weaver in the slot. Watson on your draw against number 24, La Esperance. In the right wing corner, Vasily going to try to chip one. La Esperance cuts it off and thrown back behind the net. Coming in is going to be DeBus and Vasily. Both of them battling it out in the right wing corner. Puck slides over to La Esperance. Graby comes down low. It's pinned into the wall by Graby. La Esperance unable to move the puck. Pinned into 2-on-2, 50-50 battle adds on the offensive side of it. Graby doing whatever she can there against Monette and La Esperance. Watson coming in now. Backhands it over to Vasily. Bottom of the right circle. Set one top right circle for Pratt. Pratt first shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. Direct in the left wing corner. Here to the near side for DeBus. DeBus pushes it out towards Weaver. Weaver at center. Here she goes. She's got a step to the left right wing circle. Weaver comes in. Poke check by right. Weaver going to send one behind the net. Watson coming in underneath route. Pops it out far side. Coming out of the zone is going to be Monette. Monette gets the center. Fires one wide left of Sunderbrook. Picked up by Schultz and Pratt. Poke check loose by Sergeant Schultz. Picked up by Kate Watson. Watson between the legs of Weaver. No icing. It's waved off. It'll be Kaya Hale on the forecheck. Griffiths fires one out of the zone. Schultz ties up Martin. Picked up loose change by Erster. Erster comes in, fires a shot. Shot blocked by McIntosh. Far side collected by the Huskies. Martin. McIntosh going to pin her into the wall. Out to the point. Hale picks it up. Sauces one to Silliman. Silliman collapsed down by 3 blue jerseys. Erster throws one the other way. Inside the zone it goes. Offsides will be the call as Martin was offsides. And boy, the coach from Northwood, he's jawing with the referee, and the referee giving it right back, folks. I'm not sure what the complaint is. I got a feeling this might get ugly for Northwood if he keeps on it. Firing one in, it would be good for the Sabres, mind you. Far side it'll be Karame against Erster. Popped it loose. Coming in is going to be Kaya Hale. Hale going to send one to the point. Kept in by Griffiths, right side. Met by Hale. Thrown right back in the right wing corner. It's going to be Karame going to work on the far side against Martin. In comes Satterstrom now against Erster. The 2-on-2 battle heads to the net. Intercepted by Nemke. And Nemke right wing half wall cut off. Back on the half wall battling it out. Hale at the high point. Puck sent behind the net for Karame. Karame fakes right, goes left. Send it over here to the near side. And it's going to be Silliman battling on the left wing hash marks. Thrown out to the point, looking to fire a shot, saved by Sunderbuck. Rebound into the hands of Karame, and Karame behind the net. Left wing side. Hits Nemke here. Nemke, a little bit of time and space up to Silliman. Silliman trying to bounce one out. Two Huskies on the half wall behind Silliman. Firing from the left side, south, the blocker of Sunderbrook. Rebound in the left wing corner. Nemke fires one all the way down here to the near side, or far side, or left wing corner. And at 7:48 to go in the period, we're going to bring that one all the way back. Sabres get the line change in. A wholesale change. 5 in and 5 out. Stamp, Monaco, and Wallander up front. Vasily and DeBus on D. Vasily heads towards the net. On the slot side, Monaco on your draw wins it back to Vasily. Vasily left to right, wraps it around to Stamp. Stamp sends one out for Monaco. Monaco in a foot race here to the near side against number 7, Holmes. Pulling it back over the middle, off the stick. Monaco comes out of the zone, blows a tire, chopped it loose, going to get back on the defensive side and forced to throw it away into the corner for Stamp. Stamp going to get it down low. DeBus coming in now. DeBus drags over behind the net of Sunderbrook. Out towards Wallner. Puck's going to go down past Holmes, and that's going to be an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 7:20 to go here in period number 2. Sabres go for the line change. Jaboskova, Clifford, and Heitzel making their way to the left wing circle to the right of Sunderbrook's blocker. Vasily in the slot with both JJ and Cece. Eloise on the left wing half wall. Heitzel wins it cleanly back to Eloise off the inboards for Vasily. Sent out to the far side for JJ. JJ over to Cece here to the near side. We've got a 2-on-2. LaChapelle picks it up at center as Clifford tried to pass. Chip past Jaboskova. Coming in as he adds right back up the boards. Hitting back on side is going to be the Huskies. LaChapelle sends one in front of Clifford. Clifford slowed it up. Centering pass intercepted by Vasily. Sends it over to the far side to JJ. JJ to Cece. Intercepted at center by Holmes. Holmes goes right back to the way off the stick of LaChapelle into the left wing corner. St. Pierre going to get it. Vasily tied it up. St. Pierre went doing the Bobby Orr, flying across the bottom of the right circle, and it's going to be Heitzel on the far side. Here she goes. Heitzel cross ice for Clifford. Cece at center, splits it back to Heitzel. Heitzel on the left wing corner against right. Rika coming in, trying to drag it behind the net. She does. Right hanging on to her, going down. Heitzel comes across, right wing face-off that. Fires a shot, saved by Clifford. Tipped by Clifford, saved by Tifo Michaels. And throttled away by right on the far side. Pinching in is McIntosh. McIntosh, left wing hash mark, sends one back behind the net. St. Pierre of the Huskies picks it up. Looks to fire one down for the icing. Pass McIntosh. No icing, he says, as Mackey saying McIntosh could have played it behind the net of Sunderbrook. And the Huskies get the line change in. Up the ice towards Watson. Picked up by Jaboskova. Looking to get lined up there by Kelly. Picked up here by Sergeant Schultz. Slams on 4. Coming in is Watson. Right comes back. Watson blows the tire. And it's going to be Kelly at center of the Huskies, pushing it up in front of Schultz and McIntosh. 3-on-2. McIntosh going to carry Kelly on the far corner now. Right to left, Kelly hangs onto it. McIntosh going to run her off and upends her. No call. Left wing corner, McIntosh gets back on the defensive side of it. Pushed forward by Watson. Watson to Weaver. She's got Gravy on the far side. Gravy with a step. It's 2-on-2. Gravy cuts back. Griffiths hits the brakes. Gravy into the corner for Weaver. Weaver left wing corner by the goal line against Major. Hopped it loose for Watson to Gravy. Gravy tries to wrap around, saved by Tifo Michaels at 5:27. Griffiths slams it out to the far side, picked up by Karame. Karame back behind the net, wrapping around left to right here to the near side for Major. Major of the Huskies sauces one out of the zone, kick forward by Nemke, picked up by Hagens, who fires one all the way past Karame, and we're going to get an icing. We're going to bring that one all the way back. 5:11 to go here in this dogfight. Face-off going to go to the right wing circle right in front of us. Your lineup out there now is going to be Monaco on your draw along with Wallander and Stamp. Griffith's going to send one behind the net in the left wing corner for Stamp. Getting on it, the left wing half wall is Stamp, Monaco, and Wallander. Wallander picks it up. Monaco has the net sent in front of Tifo Michaels. Pinching in is going to be Nemke. Out of the zone it goes. Karame going to go get it as Monette on the forecheck there. Karame fakes left, goes right now, hits the brakes, and she flies right by. Karame chips one back behind the net for Nemke. Stamp on the far side. Karame in the left wing corner. Karame here to the near side. Backhands one to Wallander. Wallander cuts back. Trying to hit far side for Stamp. Stamp in front of Griffiths. Monaco has in the net. Stamp coming in, left wing hash marks. Monaco sets up in the blue paint. Stamp comes over here to the near side. Pop loose by Griffiths. Last bronze chips one past Monaco on the far side for Monette. Wallner coming in, breaks it out. Last Stamp picks it off at center. Right back to Vasily. Vasily sauces one into the zone, but it's gloved down by Barton. Back the other way, out to Lasperance. 2-on-1. Jaboska back checking. High right side, Lasperance. Right face at that far shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. Rebound for Pratt to Vasily. Vasily's got Heitzel at the blue line. Chipped out of the zone. It's going to be Coleman a foot race with Heitzel. Here to the far side, going to be Colm coming around right to left. Here to the near poke check by Heitzel. Cut off by Jaboska. Picked in pocket is Heitzel. Call the cops. Broad daylight highway robbery. Heitzel toes in, fires the shot. Saved by Tifo Michaels. And Jaboska came in for the second look opportunity. And Tifo Michaels makes the save under high pressure here at 3:57 in period number 2. Your lineup out there now. Watson, Weaver, Gravy, Schultz and McIntosh on D. Face off won by the Huskies. Slam behind the net. Here to the near side, picked up by Weaver. Weaver wraps one off the dashboard, tracking out to the far side for Gravy. Gravy against Urster, picks it up, throws it right back off the dashboards for Weaver. Weaver left wing side, going to get pinned in by Major. Coming in is Watson on the offensive side of things, chipped over to Gravy. Gravy left wing corner, going to slide one over to Schultz. Schultz fires one forward to Weaver. Weaver curls, fires a shot over the crossbar, 9-iron. Here to the near side for Major. Coming in is Watson. Right wing hash marks, pushing it out of zone into the hands of McIntosh. Cut off there by Gillis. Gillis pushing one in the left wing corner. Weaver comes back. Gillis hangs on to fires a shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. Bouncing puck high in the slot, loose for Gravy. Gravy here to the near side. Gravy going to backhand one forward, looking for Watson. Watson in a foot race against Major. Major going to pick it up. Watson hacks at her a couple times. No calls on the slashes. Watson going to force her back, curling around here. Top of the right circle, thrown out to the far side. Urster coming out in front of McIntosh. McIntosh over to the far side for Gillis. Firing a shot. Saved by Sunderbrook once again. Out to the high point. Out of the zone. It goes past Griffiths. Here they're coming. It's going to be Jaboska on the forecheck. Griffiths sends it over to right. Right goes to LaChapelle. Backing up is Karame. 3-on-2 as they enter the zone. Dropping it off right wing side. Number 8 going to work. McLean. Top of the right circle. Cross ice pass. Here to the near side. Jaboska tries to pick her pocket. Firing a shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. Point blank range by LaChapelle. Back in the right wing corner. Huskies controlling, but the puck's going to slide over here to the near side for Madigan Nemke. Nemke up off the glass, but knocked down. Nice tie up there by the Huskies. Right wing side. McLean sends it back behind the net of Sunderbrook to Karame. Karame hits the brakes, sends it out to the right point, kept in by Griffiths. And it's going to be Karame behind the net. Sabres need a line change here. Karame, bottom left circle, over to Heitzel. Poke checked out to the point. Coming in is going to be Weaver. Out of the zone it goes. Oh, no offsides. It kept it onside. Right side, comes in LaChapelle first. Saved by Sunderbrook. Slapped out of there, cut off by Jaboska. Griff Gillis keeps it in. LaChapelle, top of the right circle. Pushed forward by Heitzel, finally clearing the zone. Cece makes her way out on the ice, and the Huskies are going to, wow, St. Pierre diving to try to get back on side with $1:56 to go. And we'll get a face-off and a whistle, or a whistle and a face-off just outside the zone in front of the Husky benches. It'll be Monaco on your draw with Wallander and Clifford. Monaco tied up there into the hands of Clifford. She won that back. Cece coming in, going to slam one forward, looking for Wallander, intercepted by Combe. Far side, pulling it back is going to be Hagens. Swing on it is Monaco, knocking loose off her shin guards into the hands of Cece. Cece right back to Sophia. Monaco coming across the blue line, wide left. Wallander heads to the right side to the slot. Monaco comes around, patient with the puck around Combe. Here to the near side. Monaco still controlling. Out to the point. DeBus fires one forward. Intercepted by Albrecht. Here they're coming the other way. 3-on-2 with Monaco back checking. Albrecht coming in left wing side. Trying to centering pass, looking for the backdoor play. Number 11, Albrecht going to the work in the corner, far side. Not number 11, Albrecht, that's Hagens. Out to the far side, Wallander. Wallander to Clifford. Clifford chips one around Combe. Clifford coming in left wing side. She's got Wallander. Poke check by the Huskies, and it's picked up by Kelly. Kelly going to kill against Clifford. Kelly goes far side. Stamp swings and misses. Poke check loose by McIntosh. In front of the high point. Kind of toe drag around. Good play and stick by Sergeant Schultz. McIntosh going to slam her into the wall. Left wing hash marks set behind the net for Schultz on the far side. Schultz has got Sanderstrom. Headman's over to Madrid. Madrid, center ice, chips one forward. Intercepted by right. Matt Madrid popped it loose for Stamp. Stamp pushing it in. Top of the left circle. Head of the net is Sullivan. Firing a shot at Stamp. No rebound given as the save was made by Tifo Michaels. Here in 42.1 seconds to go in period number 2. Face-off goes to the left wing circle. Stamp on your draw. Silliman and Sanderstrom are your wingers with Silly in the slot, and Martin gets booted from the face-off circle for Gillis. Face-off one to the right point, left point, picked up here by Monette. Out of the zone it goes to Martin. McIntosh going to pick it up inside her own zone, goes cross ice for Silly. Silly trying to shove one forward to Sanderson. She does. Madrid walks in, left face off that, fires a shot, saved by Tifo Michaels, back to Sanderson. Sanderson pinned in by Major. Puck slides out to Martin. Martin headmans to the far side for Monette. Broken up by McIntosh, cut off by Sullivan. Pop loose for Gillis. Gillis far side in front of the penalty box. Sullivan back checking. Taking away the cross ice pass, firing one forward is going to be Gillis. Into the right wing corner for Martin. Martin fires a shot, saved by Soderberg. Juicy rebound on the slot, swatted away by Sullivan. Here to the near side for Stamp. Stamp bounces one forward, kept in by the Huskies. Off the shin guards of Stamp, thrown right back in, but that sound is the end of the second period. So at the end of 2, it's the Huskies 2 and the Sabres 1 as we head to the second intermission. This is the ice cut intermission. This intermission brought to you by Mama Maria's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria in Bensonville, Illinois. Mama Maria is voted the #1 Italian restaurant in Bensonville by me and Rocky. Enjoy the intermission, folks. Go get yourself a beer, maybe a pretzel or two, and we'll see you in about 10 minutes. Welcome back, folks. It's the final frame here at MedStar Capitals Iceplex in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. The Sabres are chasing 2-1 here as we get this third period underway, and your starting lineup for Coach Murray's squad: Julie Jaboskova, Rika Hitzel, Claire Clifford, Ava Karami, and Madigan Nemke on D, and in between the pipes, number 30, Max Sunderbrook. 17 minutes are on the clock to get this third period underway, and the Sabres are working from right to left if you're listening on the radio. It's going to be Hitzel against St. Pierre on the draw. St. Pierre is flanked by La Chapelle and McLean. Their defenders are going to be Wright and Major, and Tifo Michaels has the net. I think they're waiting for some of this ice to set up. The two referees are having a discussion over there on the far side. And yep, I think they're looking at something there about the ice, folks. I know we've had an issue here with a little bit of the ice not setting up quick enough. And they're headed over. Looking like there might be a hole in the ice. Let's see what happens here. The referee jumps the boards here right in front of the benches. I think he's looking for a water bottle possibly, or something to smooth out. There must be a hole in the ice. Yeah, there must be a big hole. He's packing some ice down in there, folks. So we're going to take a brief break on the mic before we get this period underway. Welcome back, folks. The ice has been repaired, and we're ready to roll. Hitzel versus St. Pierre. St. Pierre wins the draw back to Major over to right, met by Jaboskova. Sent up here to La Chapelle. La Chapelle to St. Pierre into the zone versus Karami. Karami going to pick it up here, right wing hash marks. La Chapelle collects the loose chain, blocked by Jaboskova, and Jaboskova goes in the right wing corner, bottom of the right circle. Cross-ice pass broken up there by number 8 out to St. Pierre. St. Pierre center, poke check, loose for Hitzel. Hitzel to JJ. JJ in the slot. JJ left wing side, met by Wright. Fires one across, looking for Clifford on the Bubbles door. And back out to the half wall, down low for Clifford or JJ. JJ just past CC, and out of the zone it goes for the Huskies, throwing it away. Rika Hitzel going to pick it up. Rika, bottom left circle behind Sunderbrook. Left to right here to the near side at 16-19. Little savvy spinorama. Hitzel backhand pass over to Nemke. Nemke fans on it, picked back up by Madigan. And chips it over to the far side for Stamp. Stamp sends one into the left wing corner. Stamp and Monaco forward checking it. Monaco behind her in F2. Stamp picks up the loose change behind the net. Left to right, she carries it over. Off the stick of Elbrecht, far side pinching in is McIntosh. McIntosh to Stamp. Down low, Major coming in against Monaco. Poke check, one hand forward. And it's going to be Elbrecht knocked off the puck by Monaco. Monaco trying to push it back up the boards to Wallander. It's a 2-on-2 battle now. Wallander heads to the net with the puck. Fires a shot over the crossbar. Rebounds in the inboards. Out of the zone it goes for McIntosh. McIntosh going to come trucking all the way in the left wing corner with one on her in Elbrecht. And going to cycle it back as Erster came in to give the 2-1-2 for a check. It'll be Wallander hanging on to it in front of her own blue line. Hits Monaco. Monaco going to send one into the corner. Savannah Stamp on the forecheck now. Griffiths going to wrap one around here to the near side. Kelly picks it up, bodied off by Watson. Wallander tried to tie her up. Muscled forward into the hands of number 11, Hagens. Hagens, high slot, left wing Hesperus. Fires a shot, saved by Sunderbrook. No rebound given at 15-13 here in period number 3. Face-off goes to the left wing circle. It's going to be Watson on your draw. Weaver and Graby in the slot. DeBus down in the I formation behind Watson. Vasily in the half wall, bouncing it out to Weaver. Chopped it loose, and it's going to be Weaver going on a foot race against Griffiths. And Griffiths gets to it, slams one off the sideboards to Martin. Martin back to Griffiths. Here comes the Huskies. Into the hands of DeBus as they threw it away. Right back up the boards to Watson. Watson's got a step. Left wing circle comes down. Puck protection. Fires a shot. Saved by Tifo Michaels. No rebound given as Kate tried to go 5-hole. And Tifo Michaels makes the save, denying number 19 from getting on the board. Left wing circle offensive zone draw for the Sabres. Karame and Nemke on D. Graby heads to the half wall. Weaver in the slot. Watson on your draw. Kate trying to pull it back, tied up there by Martin. Watson going to muscle one towards the net, but Majors comes in to pick her pocket. Chipped out towards Graby, far side. Gillis going to muscle one forward on a 3-on-2. Past Nemke, tipped away by Sunderbrook, directed towards Karame. Karame right to left. Chips one off the boards to Graby. Graby going to slam one out looking for Watson. Watson gets to it. Poke check loose by right. Knocked into the hands of Weaver, though. Weaver against Gillis. Gillis gets the inside position on her push to the point for Nemke. We're going to get a penalty on the Sabres. Looks like it's going to be Weaver headed to the sin bin. See what the call is on Cinnamon. 2 minutes for tripping will be the call on Cinnamon Weaver at 14:22 here in period number 3, resulting in a Sabres PK. This penalty kill brought to you by Classic Packaging of Northbrook, Illinois. Classic Packaging. You can't have a penalty without a box. It'll be Heitzel and Cece are your wingers. Karame and DeBus are your defenders. Here comes St. Pierre with speed past Heitzel, met by Clifford at the blue line. St. Pierre drops it off for Erster. Erster to the point for Major. Major here to La Chapelle. La Chapelle into the corner for St. Pierre, looking for the give and go, broken up by Karame. Into the hands of Heitzel, it's a 2-on-1. Heitzel to CC, back to Heitzel. Major in between them. Erster back check, Enrica goes over to Clifford, far side. Clifford fires shot. That's going to be a Sabres goal! Top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. Let's see the replay, folks. It's a shorty. That play was started by Ava Karame, and it goes tic-tac-toe with Heitzel to Clifford, Clifford to Heitzel, back to Clifford, and we've got ourselves a tie ball game. Cece from Rika and Karame on a shorty, folks. Here in the third period at 13:46. And it's a tie ball game. It's going to be Heitzel and Clifford once again with McIntosh and Nemke, and the Huskies are still on the one-man advantage. Chipping it inside the zone, and offsides will be the call as the Huskies' number 8 was across the board. McLean was across the blue line before the puck, they say. It'll be Heitzel on your draw against Martin. Heitzel ties it up over to Clifford. Clifford here to the near side. Picked up by number 8, McLean, dropping it back over to the Barton. Barton goes far side for Wright. Wright back up here to McLean. Zone entry towards Martin, far side. And Nemke chops one, bouncing it high up in the glass, back to Nemke, going to collect it now, left wing corner behind Sunderbrook. Nemke left to right, going to pin it in, pinned into the wall by Martin. Here comes Barton on the forecheck. They're trying to drag it off of Nemke's stick. Nemke doing a nice job of tying up and wasting time. Picked up here by McLean. McLean going to get bodied off the puck right in front of us by McIntosh. McIntosh holding on to it along the half wall here. McIntosh doing a good job. Heitzel pops it forward, shoves one out one-handed. Out of the zone, it goes into the hands of the Huskies, right with Heitzel on the forecheck, backing her up in front of her own blue line. Hits McLean here to the near side, and McLean going to wrap one in behind the net of Sunderbuck into the right wing corner with 22 seconds to go on that Classic Packaging PK. And Cece slams one all the way down behind the net of Tifo Michaels. Monaco on the forecheck against St. Pierre. Forced to throw it up here to the near side for La Chapelle. La Chapelle met by Stamp. Puck is loose at center for number 14, Albrecht. Carrying it in. Heading the net, La Chapelle. Shot blocked by DeBus. Monaco picks it up with 4 seconds. Going to chip one out of the zone into the hands of Combe. Going to regroup it. And we are even strength, folks. It's going to be St. Pierre pulling it up at center, going right back inside the zone here to the near side. Albrecht fires one in towards Karame down by the Zamdors. And Karame going to go right to left, far side. Up off the glass towards Weaver. Weaver going to chip one out of the zone into the hands of number 7, Holmes, and thrown right into the hands of Stamp. Stamp, top of the left circle. Weaver has the net. Stamp fires a shot wide left of Tifo Michaels. Rebound off the end boards right side from DeBus. Chipped forward by St. Pierre. It's going to be played by Sunderbrook. and she has to smother it as St. Pierre came in hard to force the whistle at 11:52 to go here in the third. Your lineup out there now is going to be Wallander on your draw. Jaboskova and Silliman are your wingers. Blue liners are going to be Nemke and Vasily. And it's JJ to Wallander. Wallander, far side for Silly. Silly with a step, blocked by number 15. Barton chipped out of the zone, and it's going to be Wallander with speed. Pulls it off on the back check over to Vasily. Vasily, cross ice for Jaboskova, out of the zone, or out of play it goes, I should say, into the Husky benches, and we'll get a face-off back at center ice. Silliman going to take your draw. Jaboskova make that. Wallander going to take your draw. Silliman thought she was going to take that face-off. Wallander comes in and sends it back here to Vasily. Vasily to Nemke. Nemke cross ice behind Jaboskova. That'll go down for the icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. Should be a left wing circle face-off draw to the right of Sunderbrook's blocker. 11:25 to go here in period number 3. Wallander on your draw. Silliman and Jaboskova in the slot with Vasily Nemke on the half wall. Silliman on the other side of the hash marks, and Yaz trying to hook her back into position against Kelly. Wallander wins it. Top, fired a shot right off the draw was going to be Gillis. Rebound off the end boards here to Griffiths. Griffiths to Kelly. Left wing hash mark broken up by Vasily. And Vasily off her skates out of the zone. Collected by the Huskies. Barton, who's going to wrap one around left or right here to the near side. Vasily comes in. Kicked forward, kept in by the blue line. And it's going to be Vasily back up right in front of the Sabre benches. Dropping it back for Griffiths. Griffiths far side to Kelly. Kelly in front of Nemke. Heading to the net. Broken up there by Wallander. Wallander going to slam one over here to the near side. Looking to get it to Sanderstrom. Sanderstrom bounces it out in the neutral zone for Barton. Barton goes right back the other way into the hands of Kelly. In front of Nemke. Top of the left side. Looks to fire shot. Blocked by Nemke here to the near side for Sanderstrom. McIntosh sends one forward. St. Pierre backhands one in the zone towards Gillis. Gillis cut off by Graby. Graby going to chip one out of the zone, and is collected by the Huskies. LaChapelle, and they've got the Sabres all sorts out of sorts here. Right up front, tough fanning on it to St. Pierre. Good tie up there by Nemke. LaChapelle keeps it in. Fires one to the net. St. Pierre all by her lonesome in front of the blue line. Blue paint. Chipped out of there by Sanderstrom. Picked up by Wright. And far side, entering the zone is Major. Broken up there by McIntosh. Graby to Watson, trying to fire a backhand shot. Is going to be LaChapelle. Saved by Sunderbrook. We're going to get a whistle as the referee lost sight of the puck, but it was alive right in front of Sunderbrook. And the Huskies are none too happy about it because they had a good look, folks, at 10:09 to go here in the period. And the two referees having a discussion. Not sure about what. I mean, if he lost sight of it, he blew the whistle. The puck was loose, but nothing you can do about it now. It'll be Heitzel on your draw, right in front of us with Jaboskova and Clifford in the slot. DeBus and Karame on D. Karame going down below for DeBus. Centering pass broken up by Karame off the back of the net into the hands of number 8, McLean. Tied up by Watson. McLean going to carry off left wing hash marks towards Heitzel. Blocked by Jaboskova, picked up by DeBus. Coming in is Claire Clifford. Cliff Dog fires one off the inboards. Tied up by McLean. Puck is loose back to Cece. Poke check by LaChapelle. The 2-on-2 battle. Karame comes in and ties up LaChapelle now. Out in front of it. Off the post is McLean. Rebound here to Jaboskova. Jaboskova patiently with it now. Goes cross ice for Clifford. Knocked down by Major. Offsides will be the call, and the Huskies tag back up. DeBus over to Heitzel now, and the Sabres controlling. Tripped up. We're going to get a no call on the trip. Backhanded into the corner for Cliff Dog. Tifo Michaels let it go here down low. Coming in on the forecheck is Jaboskova. Right playing it out to LaChapelle. Off the skates of Heitzel, picked up by McIntosh. Thrown back in front. Major with the interception across the blue line. Top left, fire a shot. Shot blocked by McIntosh. Rebound here to the right wing corner. Coming in is going to be Sergeant Schultz. Schultz backing it out to the right left point for over to Major. Major to the high slot. Fire a shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. Rebound in front of the blue paint. Saved by Sunderbrook. We're going to get a whistle at 8:58 to go here in period number 3. Max Sunderbrook keeping the Sabres in this game right now with 2-2 as the Huskies have had the advantage here for the last couple minutes. Ice been tilted in the favor of the blue team for sure. Wallander, Stamp, and Vasily in the slot. Monaco on your draw. Nemke on the half wall. Face-off won by the Huskies. Shot blocked by Wallander. Picked up by Vasily here to the near side. Tries to break it out to Stamp. Picked up here by Vasily. Coming in is Monaco now. Monaco forces Number 14 to go up the boards here. Up Albrecht out to the left point. Holmes fires a shot over the net of Sunderbrook. Picked up by Monaco here to the near side. Chips one around Albrecht. Albrecht going to tip it back in the corner. Monaco battling it out with the two girls from the Huskies. Monaco's got her pinned in. Holmes trying to drag it forward. Hagens rather. Monaco gets it right corner. Sends it to the left wing corner for Nemke. Nemke far side's got Wallner breaking out of the zone. Nemke pushes it up. Monaco coming in against Combe. Monaco looking to line her up. Puck slides back in and creating some time and space. Nemke going to pick it up here. Left wing circle. Sends it over here to the near side for Vasily. Vasily back to Nemke. Nemke bounces one out to Wallner. Wallner sends one forward into the hands of Combe. Combe against Stamp. Sends one over here. Vasily picks it up out to Monaco. Monaco pulls it back. Right over here to the near side for Stamp. Stamp backhands one towards Wallner. Combe intercepts it neutral zone. Right back to DeBus. DeBus fires one to Watson. Watson across the blue line in front of Holmes. Right wing circle. Fires a shot. Saved by Tifo Michaels. Rebound to Combe. Combe backing up his Weaver. Combe pushing it across the Huskies line. Headmans it in here to Monette. Monette fires a shot. Blocker saved by Sunderbrook. Out to the point for Pratt. And Pratt going to send it over here to the near side. It's going to be Karame using Bob up to Graby. Graby going to one hand, one forward. Graby with the inside position against Griffiths. Graby, bottom behind the goal line, left to right. Tries to fire one through the blue paint. Blocked away by the Huskies. Picked up by Karame. Karame left wing side. Watson covering D. Ava tries to wrap around. Sliding it through the blue paint to Graby here to the near side. Graby puck protection. Sends one back behind the net. Weaver got taken down. She smacked number 15 right in the back of the legs. Stretch pass out. Monette had a position on DeBus into the left wing corner. Great Karame coming in with position against Monette. DeBus on the defensive side of it. Watson behind the net. Over to Weaver, far side. Weaver going to chip one out of the zone. Graby goes to the line. Change Monette. Number 15, Barton blew a tire there. They got the stretch pass here on the far side. No go as Martin got to pull it back. Goes cross ice out of the zone into the hands of Kelly in front of McIntosh. Kelly across the blue line. Top of the left circle towards Heitzel. McIntosh stays with her. Kelly trying to get hip checked by McIntosh. Picked back up by Kelly. Right to the face of the fire shot over the crossbar in the left wing corner for Weaver. Off of Major skates. It goes out of the zone for JJ. Jaboskova running into the corner. Going to get tied up and taken off the puck. No call on the INT. And they want that one. The Sabres wanted that call and didn't get it. Down behind the net, wrapping it out to the far side. Picked up by Gillis. Backhands one across the blue line. It's going to be Martin in front of Cliff Dog. Clifford going to stuff it at left wing half wall. Bounces one. Glove down by Gillis. Gillis, top of the left circle. Left wing hash marks along the board side towards Nemke. Nemke blocks the pass. Coming in is going to be Madigan. Kelly tries to drag it. Nemke throws it back behind the net at 6:05. Vasily up off the sideboards out to Cliff Dog. Clifford in front of Major. Makes the move towards the middle. Clifford pushing it wide left. Stamp coming in along with Sophia Monaco. Clifford goes down. It'll be Stamp on the forecheck, right wing side against Major. Stamp going to cut her off. Coming in is Monaco on the defensive side of things along with Martin. Monaco battling it out with 2-on-2 battle. Pushing up the boards is going to be Major. Out towards the bus. Chipped over here to the near side. LaChapelle against Karame. Across the blue line it goes. Blowing a tires. LaChapelle. The bus on the defensive side of things. Coming in is going to be the Huskies. Trying to pick it off is Monaco. LaChapelle collects loose change. Far side over for Major. Poke check by Karame. Off the skates. St. Pierre first shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. Here to the near side for Monaco. Monaco going to chip one out of the zone. We're going to get an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 5:19 to go here in the period. Face off to the right wing circle to the left of Sunderbrook. Their lineup out there now. Watson, Weaver, Gravy, DeBus, and Karame on D. DeBus heads over to the half wall. Karame in the slot with Gravy and Weaver. Watson on your draw against St. Pierre. Face off one to LaChapelle. Out to the point for Griffiths. Griffiths pass. Shot blocked by Weaver. Poke check forward into the hands of Karame. Karame to the point. Couldn't clear. DeBus going to hammer on the St. Pierre. Blocked by LaChapelle. Over fire shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. Chopped to the top of the right circle. St. Pierre fires another one. Wide right of Sunderbrook. LaChapelle coming in. Blocked by Watson off the right post. Center pass. Broken up by DeBus. Far side towards Weaver. Coming in is going to be the Huskies. Picked up by Gravy on the centering pass. LaChapelle picks her pocket. Northwood going to work. Sends it over here to the near side. St. Pierre, top of the right circle. Watson carries across. Shot blocked by Watson over the net of Sunderbrook to DeBus. DeBus wraps one out to Weaver. Weaver collects it. Tries to push one forward. She does. Far side. Weaver with a step. Griffiths with the inside position. Slam one right back the other way into the hands of St. Pierre. Cross ice pass into the hands of LaChapelle. 2-on-1. LaChapelle and Griffiths in front of Sergeant Schultz. Left wing side. Fires a shot. Wide right of the post. Picked up by McIntosh. McIntosh right wing corner. Out in the right circle, cross ice to Weaver. Weaver's got Jaboskova with a step. She split the D. JJ, right wing Hashbridge, fires a shot. No goal, it went off the post. Back in left wing corner for JJ. JJ thought she had it. It'll be picked up here by Albrecht. Down in the right wing corner past Heitzel. It's going to be number 11, Hagens, pushed out in the hands of Weaver. Weaver slams one back in the zone, but it's picked up by Erster. Erster here to the near side for Albrecht. Albrecht in front of McIntosh, top of the right circle, high slot she goes, fires a shot. Shot blocked by McIntosh. Out of the zone it goes for Major. 3:50 to go here in the period, dropping it back for Coleman against Stamp. Knocked down by Wallander, and we're going to get a face-off and a whistle and a face-off, as it went off of a Sabre as she was retiring, so it would have been too many, but it was an unintended. Coach Murray having a conversation with the referees. I'm not sure what. I don't think they were calling it too many, but let's see here, folks. We'll take a brief break on the mic. Welcome back, folks. Face-off just outside the zone, right in front of the Sabre benches. It'll be Wallander, Heitzel, and Cliffdog up front. Vasily and Nemke on D. Combe inside the zone for Hagens. Firing a shot. Shot blocked by Nemke. Saved by Sunderbrook. Battle in front of the net. We're going to get a whistle. Boy, and Vasily didn't like that as number 11, Hagens, came in, gave Vasily a little shot in the back. And boy, you saw Ed's face get, she got mad, a little bit red there. 3:35 to go here in the third. Face-off going to go right in front of us. It's going to be Heitzel with Jaboskova and Clifford up front. DeBus and Karame on deep. Albrecht and Heitzel on the draw. Rika wins it back to Karame. Karame to DeBus. Far side for Cliffdog. Cliffdog to JJ. JJ inside. Broken up by Combe. Far side. Combe going to pick it up. Combe goes cross ice over here for Erster. Erster in front of Karame. Right wing zone entry. High slot. Firing a shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. Hagens with the top point. Not point blank, but high slot. Just top of the circle shot. 3:18 to go here in the third. Face-off going to go right in front of us. To the left of Sunderbrook. Monaco on your draw. Stamp and Walder in the slot. DeBus and Karame on D. Monaco, face-off one. Picked up by Stamp. Stamp to Wallander. Wallander backhands one to the blue line. Out of the zone it goes for Northwood. Little Gorbatenko flipper inside the zone. Picked up by DeBus. DeBus to Wallander. Wallander at center. Cuts back around here by Gillis. Trying to hit Stamp and Monaco. Puck enters the zone to right. Right, left wing side, near side. Cross ice pass. Intercepted by Wallander. 3-on-2 the other way. Wallander enters his own left wing side. Monaco knocked off the puck. Here comes Martin the other way. Back checking his Stamp. Martin across blue line. High slot. Fires a shot. Shot wide left of the goal line. Picked up by DeBus. DeBus gets her pocket picked by Martin. Martin, right wing circle. Fires a shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. No rebound given at 2:40 to go here in the period. Face-off goes right in front of us, folks. Your lineup out there now will be Sergeant Schultz on D with McIntosh, Watson, along with Graby and Silliman up front. Watson on your draw against St. Pierre. Face-off one to Graby. Graby pushing it up the ice against Griffiths. Graby with a little bit of position. Throws one in the left wing corner. It's going to be Graby on the forecheck here. Holding on to behind the goal line. Here comes Silliman. Graby tried to push on the far side. Griffiths for St. Pierre picks it up. St. Pierre cross ice pass here to the near side for La Chapelle and Sergeant Schultz. Cross ice to St. Pierre. Poke check by McIntosh. McIntosh going to ride her into the left wing corner. 2:20 to go. McIntosh giving chase out to the point for Griffiths. Griffiths cut back. Graby blows her up. Picked up by Silliman. And they're not calling anything right now, folks. Silliman going to send one into the left wing corner. Bouncing puck behind Tifo. Michael's going to slow it up. And it's given off to the far side out towards number 8, McLean. Cut off by Jaboskova. Picked up by St. Pierre. St. Pierre across the blue line against Clifford. Going to hit the brakes. Drops it out to the left point for Barton. Centering pass broken up by Watson. Watson here to the near side giving chase against McLean. Sends one forward by Erster. Swatted out by Vasily. Blocked by Jaboskova. Watson goes cross ice for Clifford. CC and JJ, 2-on-1. Back checking his grip as JJ goes left side, spins back to Clifford, broken up by the Huskies. JJ fires a shot, rebound up front, and Clifford fires one, and a save by Tifo Michaels. And they're going to throw the Northwood girl in the box because she took out Clifford right in front of the net after the play at 1:36 to go here in the period. Not sure why McLean took the roughing penalty there, folks. That's a bad time to take one. 1:36 to go. Roughing will be the call. It was after the whistle, and that's why they got it, resulting in a Sabres power play. This power play brought to you by Gene and Jude's Hot Dogs on River Road in River Grove. Gene and Jude's. No seats, no ketchup, no pretense, no nonsense. Your power play unit out there now will be Wallander on your draw. Nemke and Clifford are your wingers. Heitzel and Jaboska covering D. Centering pass for St. Pierre, going to send it all the way down to the left of Sunderbrook, or to the right of Sunderbrook, left wing corner for Rika. Rika left to right here to the near side. Makes a move around Albrecht. Goes cross ice for Nemke. Nemke for around St. Pierre into the zone. Wallander, top of the right circle. Wallander curls around in the corner, little escape, cuts by slot, fires a shot low, tipped by Tifo Michaels. Rebound for Clifford. Clifford, far side for Nemke. Nemke cycles it into the corner now. Heitzel, high point. Heitzel over to JJ, left faceoff dot, off of JJ's skates, end stick, picks it back up, backhands it out to Heitzel, left point, sends one into the corner for Wallander. Wallander behind the net of Tifo Michaels, left to right on the far side. Wallander goes down to one knee, coming in is Clifford on the defensive side of things, backs it out to Nemke. Nemke to Heitzel, high point. Heitzel coming in, cross ice looking for Clifford on the right side, broken up by Major, out to the point for Nemke. Nemke off the skates of Heitzel, back in the hands of Clifford, swatted up in the air by Major. Puck goes right side, Major going to get to it, and clears one over Nemke out of the zone for Heitzel. With 32 seconds left to go in the game, it'll be Clifford coming in, top of the right circle, fires a shot, saved by Tifo Michaels. Rebound here to the near side for Barton, cut off by Jaboskova. And Barton, along with Jaboskova, here comes Monaco. Monaco trying to pop a three, she does. Monaco sends it over here to Jaboskova, left wing hash marks, comes out Karame. 14 seconds to go, dropping it off for JJ. Monaco in front of the net, JJ fires a shot blocked by right. Watson has the net, Jaboskova picks it up, over to Nemke. Nemke walking in, fires a shot blocked by the Huskies. Rebound out here, poke check by Jaboskova. Monaco popped it loose, and that sound is the end of regulation. We're headed to overtime here, and the Sabres will have a 24-second power play as we head to the third intermission. This third intermission brought to you by Benny's Beverage Depot. If you can't find it at Benny's, it ain't worth drinking. Enjoy the intermission, folks. Welcome back, folks. It's overtime here in the Washington, D.C. area. The Sabres are going to have the one-man advantage for 24 seconds. There's 3 minutes on the clock to get overtime underway. It'll be 4-on-3 to get things started because the Sabres are on the one-man advantage, the Gene and Jude's power play. Then it'll be 4-on-4 until a whistle, and then we'll reset back to 3 minutes, or 3-on-3. So your starting lineup here for the overtime will be Heitzel, Karame, Jaboskova, and Nemke up front. Sunderbrook has the net, and we are working from right to left if you're listening on the radio. It's the Gene and Jude's power play. And on River Road in River Grove, Gene and Jude's, no seats, no ketchup, no pretense, no nonsense. It's going to be Heitzel against Albrecht on the draw. Heitzel going to win one back to Karame. Karame can't get to it. Chip forward by Albrecht. Here to the near side for Nemke. 17 seconds to go on that Gene and Jude's power play. Jaboskova over to Karame. Karame going to carry one in wide left. Left wing circle, hitting the brakes in front of Griffiths. Karame controlling. Over to Nemke, right point. Nemke walks it in. Down in the corner for Jaboskova. Back to Nemke. And we are even strength, folks. Fire one forward. Saved by Tifo Michaels. Rebound here to the near side for Karame. Karame going to fire one back behind the net. Coming in is going to be Rika. Rika try to toe drag. Picked up here by McLean. McLean going to push one up into the hands of Griffiths. Poke check by Heitzel. Collected by Albrecht, who pulls it back. Jaboskova now coming in. That's Albrecht. Far side for Barton. Barton over to Griffiths. Griffiths pushing on the ice. Poke check by Jaboskova. Picked back up by Griffiths. Fires a shot. Saved by Sunderbrook. No rebound given at 2:06. And we now reset for 3-on-3 hockey. Headed out there now for the Sabres. Monaco and Cliff Dog along with Eloise DeBus versus St. Pierre, La Chapelle and Major. Face off to the left or to the right of Sunderbrook in the left wing corner. Monaco versus St. Pierre on the draw. Face off won by St. Pierre out to the point. Comes Cliff Dog over here, La Chapelle. Right side, fires a shot, saved by Sunderbrook, knocked down by St. Pierre. Behind the net, Delbos coming in against St. Pierre. Here comes Monaco. St. Pierre sends it behind the net. Cliff Dog coming in. La Chapelle controlling left wing corner, heads to the front, in front of Sunderbrook, saved by Sunderbrook. And it's fired in, it's going to be St. Pierre. And that'll do it, folks. Northwood in overtime at 1:44. St. Pierre scored the overtime winner, folks, to punch their ticket to the championship game. So as we head over to our favorite part of the broadcast, Rockies recap for the victorious Northwood School Huskies. Penalties on Martin hooking in the second period at 14:19. St. Pierre hooking in the second at 13:32. And McLean roughing in the third at 1:36. Goals scored by St. Pierre. She had a pair of them at 16:12 in the first. And the overtime winner at $1.44. McLean had your other goal at 10:52 in period number 2 for the home team. Shattuck St. Mary Sabres hooking on Eloise DeBus in the second period at 10:59, resulting in a penalty shot, which was denied by Sunderbrook. And then it was Weaver tripping in the third at 14:22. Goal scored by Wallander, assisted by Jaboskova on the power play at 12:55 in period number 2. And Cliff Dog assisted by Heitzel and Karame Shorty at 13:46 in the third. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Thank you for watching. A great weekend for the Sabres. Safe travels everyone home. And as we sign off for the evening, good night, Minnesota Lakers Grandma, wherever you are.